You say what you say. Yeah. Oh, hi guys. We're live over at Chakra Tattoos.
Let's go. Let's log in.
Morning.
Let's go. What we say, what we say.
And you don't get upset.
Skirt.
We have another special guest on the show today. Please introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Kim, so I am known as Dark Skin Bella that's online, but I have a business. It's called Waxawayspa in Union, New Jersey.
Very nice. Here at the shop tomorrow, Botero will be coming in. He still has a Saturday open, so for all of those watching on the live, if you would like to get in, please email the shop so you can fill that day.
Botero has a very versatile style. I think that he is a great fit for our shop because he does have that range. He has that range in cover-ups and watercolor and black and gray. And so just to find an artist that can do cover-ups is incredibly difficult to do. And
cool
we have him here,
so
and he has
chilled, right?
Yeah, he was. We have him here on Saturday available. So if you need a cover up, just send us a DM or shoot us an email, and we can kind of look at what you have and come up with some ideas as to what you can cover it up with.
Here.
Yeah.
I have a few things
Very
that
nice.
I want to cut. And it's hard to find
Good cover.
artists, especially for dark-skinned women.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
So I'm gonna be real. Like I don't know how he works on darker skinned women. He works really well on darker.
Well, I
skin.
came up in the hood, so that's all I had. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so he did really well. He does really
Yeah.
well with darker skin. I don't know what his range is in
Yeah,
regards
you can
to
see
that.
for everybody.
I can't.
Like
I
his
can't,
work
enforce
from
it,
what we
like,
see on
you know what I
social
mean? I
media,
can't
it
endorse
looks
him
pretty
at all.
good. It looks
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Chakra OutLoud will be heading to Miami next week to take on Road.
Let's go.
Oh my God. So
Yo.
I've had anxiety for the last 3 months about it, right? And I've been talking to him like, yo, how do you feel? And he's like, it's fine.
I'm cool.
And the other night, I was like, how you feeling? He's like, I don't know, man. I think it's starting
I
to
mean,
be
I already
something.
did it on Times Square. Like, I was just
Nah, not the
walking
same,
around.
Not the
and
same. Not the same.
Yeah, but still.
It's not, but like
You
still
can't say
get
that because
you
there
still
was
get
a
that
lot of
energy.
people
There's so
there.
many
It's-
people there, like watching, recording. So like he performed in front of people, whether it not be on a stage.
But
or
I
not,
don't know
he
why
performed
people
it.
want me to be like nervous and stuff.
No, I don't want you to be
Yeah, it's not- I
nervous.
don't think
It's
that's-
I'm not even. It almost feels so natural. Like I can't even explain it. It's almost like I'm detached from the actual experience.
I don't
I'm
think
just
that anyone
enjoying
wants
the
you to be
experience, so,
nervous.
you know what I
It's
mean?
more of like a reality of, okay, there are going to be over 100,000 people watching.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit.
But you don't
Not-
feel no excitement, no
That's-
nothing
that's
in your
what I'm
stomach.
saying.
My
just ready to
anxiety
do it.
would be
No.
messing up.
I've
If I had to be
had
in front
sweaty
of all the
hands for like
people.
3 months. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Like when
He's
we
a
went to
natural,
Times
yeah,
Square,
for
when I
sure.
went on Times Square, and I had to
Yeah.
fucking wear the suit. And
You
do the
literally looked
thing.
at me. You were like, "Yo, this
Yo,
is so natural."
yeah, it was like whatever, bro. You saw me. I just
Some
running through
people
the
is just
streets.
born naturally like
That's him.
talented
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
can do
And
anything
he's
in front of
already
anybody.
Like
Yeah.
you already are a character. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Kinda
it's
works
just
out.
another
I
outlet.
like
yeah.
to play it safe.
Yeah.
I just play it safe. I don't.
Yeah,
I'll be too
so-
nervous.
Next month, we will be having our Pokemon Flash here at the shop. We will be having teasers going up for that with all the artists and our design, so make sure you stay posted to that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Also, with the Pokemon Flash, we will be having our 4th year anniversary here at the shop. That's going to be very nice and cool time as well.
So we
Let's go.
are working with the fire department to be able to get permits to close this down. But now we have hit a huge road bump with our landlord because our whole plaza is under
Construction.
extreme renovation. Hey Jay, I think you got to hit okay or something,
So that's
or cancel
gonna,
or something.
So that's gonna
no,
change.
you got to. Yep.
So that's gonna change for us, definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know if the plan to close down the plaza and have like a big block party here is going to be in effect, simply because we don't know like what stage of construction we will be in for August. So I am talking to our landlord to see like what his timeline is, because we're going to be under construction for a minute.
Yeah.
Like the whole plaza, they gonna shut down.
Yeah.
Not
I
shut
mean, no,
down,
parts and
but
sections.
they're doing it in sections, like the whole plaza. It's getting like a $4 million facelift or something. Yeah, it's about time.
So make sure you guys stay on standby and stay posted to that. We will have more info coming up to the day as well. November, Chakra will be going back on the convention road. We'll be hitting up Richmond, Virginia, Tampa, Florida.
Wait. It was November?
It starts in October.
It starts in
Oh, it
October.
starts in
Yeah, so-
October.
Ends in November.
We're out a
Virginia-
month just traveling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Virginia
And doing
in
conventions.
Virginia in October, and then we go to Tampa,
Yep.
and then on our way back we stop in Atlantic City,
Yep.
and then we come home.
3 weeks.
So how many conventions was that this year? 6 conventions this year? 5 conventions
Yeah,
this
it's
year.
gonna be my favorite.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
lit.
lot.
Yeah.
I think this is the most conventions that we've done.
In 1
Like,
year?
Yeah. Atlanta has been the funnest
so we've done
convention
conventions
ever, yeah.
nearby, right?
I
We've done
fucking love it.
conventions.
So yeah, go to. It's like the who was the guy who just got caught up in the mess. It's like him. What's his name? Caesar. You know what I'm talking about? The show that was.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Wait.
like that.
Oh, put the mic closer. Yeah,
Okay.
but Caesar got caught with the fucking dog beating the shit out of his dog and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was beating the shit out of his dog outside on camera. So he got caught up. So now it's this whole thing, scandal going on. It's
So
crazy.
he lost the show behind that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? As he should have.
Also,
Animal abuse.
it is 100%.
The fuck?
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going back on the road. It's gonna be crazy because me personally haven't done this much convention, but I'm looking forward to it.
But we have. They've just been local conventions. So
But it's
we've
been
done
spread
state
out.
focus,
It's
yeah.
like
Not back to back.
Not
This
like
way.
back to back a whole
Yeah,
entire
I don't
month.
think we've never been away from our kids for this long.
for like a week.
Yeah.
2 weeks. I think the longest was like 2-3 weeks.
No, it was like
We went
like
to France and shit.
12 days. I think it was that we
I was
were.
gonna say, how long were you guys in? Germany
My
for the
kids
convention?
got rashes and shit, hives, because they were missing it. They never been without us. So
Yeah, our
once we
kids
left,
have never-
they got swollen and shit. Like, what's
So
wrong
the
with
convention
that?
is you just going around and you guys doing tattoos?
Tattoos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in
compete
different
in every
places.
convention personally.
Oh, okay.
It kind of like it allows us to kind of expand our reach when it comes to clientele because people do travel for good work,
and it lets the industry know that we're here.
that, and I feel like it helps inspire our artists when they get to be amongst other really
artists,
talented
yeah.
artists, and it kind of like awakens this competitive spirit in them that kind of makes them grind a little harder. You know what I mean? So conventions are really, really important for us to
Because
do.
throughout the year, if you don't do conventions, the artists kind of feel a little bit stagnant.
Yeah.
They feel like they're not going anywhere, and it's like, hey, I'm just tattooing. But when they surround themselves with people that do better work than they are, they're like, oh shit, there's another level I gotta
It
reach.
makes sense.
And
Because
they-
so
and
when
they
they come
wanna
back, now they're like, and
Yeah,
going crazy.
yeah,
you
it's
know what I
really-
mean?
it's really
and then they
dope.
slow down again. We gotta do another convention to lift
Yeah.
them back
Yeah,
up.
that's normally how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good for like the team morale too. Like we all get along really well, so to be on the road together,
That family
like that,
bond, it
yeah,
creates a
it's
better
dope.
staff.
100%.
So how many employees do you guys have right now?
8.
Or 13?
Oh,
13,
No,
14?
yeah, like she's stuck on 8.
I think
Yeah.
like 13, 14. We have 5 artists. We got
Uh-huh.
Megan John. We got me. We got Jadi Kyle.
Kyle.
oh, they're
So,
not on payroll,
10.
so
Oh,
We
to
got-
me,
I
I got 8.
Yeah, but in reality, these are all people that we work
Yeah,
with.
so
So yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And then
10.
now we have Osiris and Ayani, which is both of my kids.
Yeah.
They're on payroll now.
And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So shop's growing.
Tricks
Day
of
by
the trade.
day.
If you own a
Good,
business, make sure you
good.
put your kids on payroll because
Up to
$12,000 a year.
Oh, see,
That
I didn't do that. I seen it on Instagram, but I didn't do that.
That's a real
so-
thing.
That's a
You're
real
allowed
thing.
to pay your child as long as your kid helps. Like our kids come in once a week, or our
so
daughter
you
like
don't have to pay
Marcus in
those
school.
taxes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
And you give your kid $12,000 out of there.
Up to
Our kids
$12,000.
pay the babysitter. They buy their own food.
They buy their own clothes, their own.
They do their own
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds fucked up, but it's my money anyway. So it's
We
our
have to
money
do it
anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Instead of me
Like,
giving it to government, I'll give it to my son and my daughters
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
You buy your own shit. You take
Yeah.
care of your bills and
But
shit.
as long as they come into work, you don't work, you don't get paid.
You don't get
You
paid.
know what I mean? So
Right.
So they
Okay.
make sure that they're ready to go.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So now that's something to think
100%.
about.
Yeah.
Little Osiris running
Even
around
if
with
it's
his-
better.
like,
It's
even
better
if
works.
it's like handing out business cards or throwing out the trash or.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is,
anything.
as long as they're doing it.
They're working.
So we give each of the kids, because we have 6 kids, we're giving them 1 day a week each.
Everybody
You know
gets
what I'm
1
saying?
day
Each
a
kid
week.
Oh,
one day a
that's
week.
good. That's good.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
like the way you guys, you're a parent.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
everything together.
Trying.
Teamwork.
You have to teach your kids what you know. You know what I
Right.
mean? They don't have to wait till they're fucking 25 to
Yeah.
be like, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do that shit now.
Yeah, like our daughter's a little boss.
Yeah, so we pay our little daughter, the smaller one, because she can't come into work
Mm-hmm.
because she goes throughout her school promoting the shop.
And she gives out business
So
cards
she actually
or
brung us
discount
clients,
cards. She's
teachers and stuff like that,
her
principal.
Really?
Yeah,
She's
so now we
7.
pay her because she's promoting the shop in her school.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about
and
her
at
business.
camp and everywhere
at camp,
she goes,
yeah.
she's like a little marketing
fire.
person.
No,
She's
that's
out.
Marketing, yeah.
She may take that, do a marketing
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
100%. Also in November is our earliest availability here in the shop. So if you would like to get in before the
Who's
year.
that, Brian?
Yep.
Let's
It
go.
moved to November now.
Mm-hmm.
So
in a week, he
Lisa,
booked out a month. No, Lisa's
No,
booking
he
next
was
year.
so
It's like
Lisa and
mid-October.
Ace,
Oh.
Lisa Ace and Rodrigo are both
Next year.
They're all booked
Yeah,
next year.
but
Nice.
to be fair, Rodrigo has like a month off.
In December.
Yeah.
I
Or
think
November,
November.
Yeah, November.
I think he took like a month off in November.
Okay.
I think
For
he
his
was trying
surgery
to
and
spend
everything.
With his son.
Thanksgiving with his son and then
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and work the holidays,
Yeah.
which was honestly like that makes a lot more sense because people trying to get tattooed during the holidays.
So you guys are all booked up?
Till next year, I think he's booking like July.
Mid-July, I was going to say. Like mid-June, July, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's go. I mean, I used to wait. I used to wait for people to come, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, people be like, "Damn, you're overbooked." Like, yeah, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I used to spend 5-6 years without being booked like
Yeah.
this. You know
So
what I
how
mean?
did you change that? Like, how do you get to where?
Not only my skill, but I stay consistent.
Okay.
Because there's artists, if you notice, you go to a certain artist page and be like, oh shit, that shit looks good. And then you have a shitty tattoo and then like a bad one and then a really good one. It's like, if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad.
You're right.
Like what's going on? So consistency and definitely the way, it's like all about exclusivity, right? And having a niche, something that you could like separate yourself from. So I've been known to do cover-ups. So we took that niche and we actually charge accordingly to the market. Because there's other people.
Also, like he lacked a lot of structure, and when you don't have structure, you can't really like compound.
So,
you know what I
so
mean?
that's something we spoke about because I said to Acer, we were over dinner, some shit. I used to tattoo like 10 to 14 people a day. I used to do 14 hours a day tattooing, and I'm like, okay, that's how you make money. I'm just gonna tattoo people. I used to come home with $2,000, $3,000, but now I get to tattoo one person and come home with the same amount.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's almost like compressing all those people, all those techniques and everything, have a better structure and all that. Because if I would have met you today, I would have been like, yo, I'm open today. Let's go. Not like, yo, I'll book you for Monday, whatever, you know, where I could have better time with my family and do shit around. Because, I was a go-getter. So I was like, fuck it, I just need money. But now I'm really getting money. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. And then when you, like, change everything around you, then people kind of respect you in a different way. You know what I mean? So... yeah,
that's true.
So I'm blessed that I'm fucking booked till next July or some shit. So it's pretty awesome.
It is really cool.
Because I was always it was scared. I was always scared for the fact that I'm like, damn, how am I gonna make the next?
I think that's how I.
Because the thing is, I jumped into this.
Always be scared being in the business.
I used to be like that, but the thing is, like, I jumped into something that was never secure for me.
Do you have support?
I have support.
Okay.
I mean, the business is I mean, it runs itself, and not in a sense, but I like I just told you, I like to play it safe. So just to move on to something else, like I just went to it's called Pretty Girls Inc. to get through the brows and things. You know who I'm talking about?
I do.
And I went to, and it's like, okay, now that how do I start? How do I move from one thing to the other without jeopardizing my business and just making it grow? So and then you got to have a team. I mean,
need to have a good team.
I have a pretty good girl who's been with me since I've opened.
There's always that one, right?
I have that one.
That's like, that's my rock.
But it's hard to get other people to come in. Yeah, because everybody wants their own business.
So I feel like for us, that's why training was so important, right? So to be able to get somebody from one point of their lives to another point of their lives, in that process, there's like loyalty that gets developed. And I find that we have incredibly loyal people, because I know that my artists have been offered chairs somewhere else. I know that my front end girl was offered more money somewhere else for what she does, right? But the fact that I dedicated so much time to her and spent that, like, I was genuinely interested in her personal development, I think that really like shifted the relationship. And so she ain't going nowhere.
So now this is the different in the way we think, right? For example, you said that, you know, you hire people and a lot of people are thinking about opening the business. That's the times that we're in right now. Everybody is like, everybody could go get it now. There's more money for you to get, right? Different ways. So everybody's like, I'm going to do the same thing you're doing. The difference between us is like, we push people to actually own their business.
Yeah, and we're going
so
to
instead of saying like, yo, they're going to open up their own business, like, yo, well, let's work together and let's open up another business.
And we'll do it together. You know
and
what I'm saying? We'll show you how to run it, right?
Yeah.
We'll help you with the marketing. We'll give you the plan, right?
We'll give you the plan, how it runs.
We get a percentage of it.
So like a franchise.
Yeah.
So it'll be another Chakra OutLoud.
So it's like
Chakra tattoos, yeah.
So it's like, and the thing is, we're already building up the name. So it's like they don't have to build up the name. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being like, yeah, we don't need you because I know one day you're gonna get your own business. Let's go into business. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are gonna own your own
Because you're gonna
business
empty
and
up
make
that
the
chair,
own. Yeah.
right? I'm gonna make money off that chair, and I'm gonna make money off.
So eventually, you guys won't even have to be here.
Yeah, so we're teaching them how to be artists and how to run the business first.
Yeah.
And then become artists. So then once they get to like 5 or 6 years and doing their art, then they can own each their own shop.
You know what? That makes sense because now that you said that, what do you guys think about the quote that Tony the Closer said when he doesn't want anyone who has a side gig to work for him?
He doesn't want anybody.
He wants now
that full dedication to him.
He wants the full dedication. Well, I kind of got what he was talking about in a sense because he's like, I don't want anyone else who wants to do the business that I'm in because I need my business to grow. How could you be focused on my business if
You're focused on something else.
You're focused on something else.
So let me tell you
But
right now we're
but that's
undergoing
just
a situation.
his experience, because
I can understand where he's coming
Yeah.
from. So we had a piercer trained, right? And he works for our business as like my front end director, and he also pierces.
Yeah.
The piercing is absolutely taking away from what his role is in my
At the front,
business.
yeah.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I feel fortunate that the piercing makes me money, right? So, okay, if that's what you want to focus on, then we'll just transition you from one space to the other. But I get what he means by somebody having a side hustle and it taken away from his business. I absolutely get it. So our staff, like he has a side hustle. A few of our staff have a side hustle, but I think that like at least our team, they understand that they're contributing to something like
We're on
like
the
bigger.
thought of the bigger goal, the bigger goal, the main goal. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I'm here, not tattooing. I'm getting into it.
You're
but
getting there.
I'm getting there. But like I got so much stuff that I'm doing for you guys here at the shop. When I go home, it's on a different cap, and then when I'm coming here, all right, put on this cap.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more depending on the person and what their intentions are to help. You know, because it's like you can either have a leech in your organization or you can have someone that's gonna help grow it. You know what I'm saying?
And we've had
But,
both.
I was just gonna say. So how you?
No,
determine how you
we've had
know?
both.
Oh, okay.
We've had people that he's trained turn around, went and opened their own shop while they didn't even graduate. You know what I mean? Or started tattooing in the back of like a barber
yeah,
shop.
but now
or-
they're doing shitty tattoos.
Yeah.
So eventually, nothing's gonna work for them
Yeah.
in the industry.
Yeah.
It's
But
not gonna
see,
be the same.
That's where it goes back. So it goes to people when they open up these suites, right? You know, people feel like you can
All
just
the
go in there
time.
and just
Yeah.
do those things
Yeah.
and not get the experience.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, it's all about experience when it comes to a business. I really. You can be great, but if you got a nasty attitude,
That's not gonna
I
get you
don't wanna
nowhere.
sit in your
Yeah.
chair. I don't
Yeah.
even want to come to you.
Yeah.
You're not even being welcoming at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Jay,
what's
can you
my
see her on
point?
the?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
That's what
And one more thing, I just like to say that in our business we're very transparent with everybody and that's one other thing. Like we like to tell the people we're with that we work with them. They don't work for us.
Right. We definitely work together.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We work together. Like they don't work for me and whatever. We just own the business, but we all work together.
Yeah.
It's not
We
like,
also, like-
there's not a separation where I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm the owner, so you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's not like
so
that.
you're more like leaders. You lead.
We
But that's what
lead.
we need.
That's
it.
We
Everybody
absolutely
want to
lead.
be a boss versus you saying like, let me lead.
But you know what? People kind of make you into a boss because when they're not doing what they're supposed to, then now you have to point fingers and be like, yo, dude, pick that shit up. I told you to do this. Now I have to be a boss. Now I have to be a dick and sound like, oh, he's edgy.
So
Well,
we
you
have-
made me edgy.
we
You know what I
have
mean?
we
Like,
have team meetings, right? And
We do
like
have team
communication
meetings.
is
At least once a
is
month.
clear all across the board. Like if I have a personal situation that's going on with you, then I'm going to pull you aside and I'm going to have that conversation, and we're going to come up
To
with
the
an action
infamous
plan,
room.
right? For you to like fix that behavior, and if it doesn't fix, then
we
I'm sorry,
bring them
you
to my
gotta go.
room and they get a little bit nervous. They're like, oh, shit, it's about to go down.
But we also like open the table to like, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think we should do
And I'll tell you
in the
why,
business?
because I've been in business for a long time. But this up and coming generation, they have fresh ideas, man.
Yeah, they do.
Their way of thinking and
and you don't
and
want
the
to have
way
that
that
old
they
school
move.
mentality that you don't know what you're talking about. 'cause
Yeah.
You're young. Well, younger kids now are making way more money than us.
We
Flat out.
hired our general manager when she was 18. She's 22 now, and that girl has helped me implement some
100%.
systems that like I would have been like, we don't really need it, and in the long run, we fucking needed it.
She's worth
You know what I
millions.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely worth
So we definitely like allow everyone. Ultimately, it comes down to like what your decision as a business owner is. 'Cause you
But
are the
we
one
let
with
everybody
experience.
be free in their ideas
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we implement those
Yeah,
ideas
and if
to
it
make our
works,
business
cool.
better.
And if it doesn't work,
And
we
it's
don't do
not-
that
we don't do
again.
it
So
again.
how do
No.
you guys go about getting your employees? Do you put them on Indeed? Do you go through Instagram? Like,
So we go through Instagram. We open up calls, right? And then everybody's like on a probationary period. We see if we like you, if you fit in. If you fit in, you stay. And I want to say
But they
like,
go through a process because they meet John and Megan first, and then they get to meet
Then I
the
met you.
staff,
Yeah, then I met you.
and then they get to us last.
yeah. So they
Oh,
get,
okay.
yeah. So we're
So if
we're
they don't
like-
make it, it's like a filter. If they don't make it
Yeah.
through them, then
then you're not even
You're not even
getting
gonna-
here, right?
Oh,
So we
okay.
have like a very specific set of like requirements that we're looking for, and if you meet all of those requirements, then you get your initial interview.
like
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
like if you hire somebody at your spot, right? You're not just gonna hire them. They have to get along with everybody that you like already, because your day one, right? If you hire this chick and your day one doesn't get along with, now that's gonna fuck up your money with your day one, the one that's actually loyal.
Right.
So if you're gonna hire somebody, make sure you take her into consideration. Like, look, I'm hiring somebody. What do you think about her? Not just be like, yeah, I'm gonna hire her.
That we
Be
do
like,
that
well,
with
you like
everyone.
her, but I don't.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm
so
saying?
we hired we bought an apprentice, right? And he's on a like probationary period. Everybody had a different opinion.
He did the 30 day.
He did the 30 days.
He passed that shit.
We had everybody come in and like speak to us. Like, what do you think? What's up? Like, do you feel like he's a good?
So we had like a
fit with our
tally
shop?
sheet
Yeah,
of what you thought.
Yeah, who voted
was.
for?
How he was,
Yeah,
or-
what his interactions were with our team, because the culture is really important for us.
Yeah.
Like, we show up to work and want to work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
that's really important for us.
Yeah, that's good.
And he passed to the next.
Yeah. How many people do you have working with you?
So it's just me and her.
Okay, okay.
Her name is Desiree. We work together.
Shout out Desiree. Let's
I've
go.
been so I did start off. I started off on my own. I was just like, let me just do this. I'm gonna just jump out there.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I hustled. I used to be up like every day, like 6 a.m. just sitting there. It was days I would just sit there. I have nobody. I just be like, how am I gonna make this work?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Then I tried to, and then I didn't have. I wanted to be cheaper because I wanted to bring in a clientele, and then I realized this ain't making me no money.
and that ain't the clientele you want.
Right. So I did. I
Nice.
started my clientele off on Groupon. I was
Nice.
like, let me get them through the door, and
Yeah.
then it was up to me to keep them coming here. So then I started changing everything, and the more I start getting business, I was like, okay, it's all about the experience. I gave them an experience. My daughter, she's Air Force, so. That's just how she came into my business, and she was like, "Oh, she went to school, she should come work with you." And she's such a sweet girl, and she's been loyal.
Nice.
So we've been working together. I just wish sometimes like we have these talks, like, cause she's like my daughter to me. So
Right.
I go to her and I be like, "Listen, you gotta want more. I don't never want to push her so much that she be like, I'm tired of this." Because
So that's a fine line. And I say that to him all the time because, like, that's also your employee, right? And though you want the best for your employee and you want to be able to motivate them to do better, they're still your employee.
yeah.
So he gets very attached, I guess, right? He develops really close relationships with not all of our employees.
Ma, you know I don't give a shit about firing people. You know how I am.
It's not
I don't
about
get
fighting.
attached.
It's not about fighting.
I get attached. I get
don't.
very
get
attached,
attached.
and I'm like, oh, I can't do. That's just like on my hairstylist. Sometimes I'll be wanting.
I do
So-
get attached, but if I see that you're jeopardizing my business, I gotta cut you off.
So the
I'm
reason
not like that,
I
like-
no longer get attached is because we hired a girl here, right? And this is the first time that we like hired employees. More
You
than
get attached. I
women.
remember I used to fucking try to fire
And
everybody
and
at the
I don't
beginning.
feel like I got attached to the girl, but I got attached to the clientele that she would bring in and the outcome of having her here, right? And so I was a little more like, and I found myself literally wanting to drag her. And when I felt like that, I realized like I should have been fired her because then I wouldn't be feeling the way that I'm feeling right now. And so when I fired her, I had all of these emotions and like all this anger and all of this animosity that I shouldn't have had, right? If I would have listened to him when he was like, just fire her, instead of being like, but she makes me money. You know what
Not
I'm
all
saying?
money is good money.
That's what he said to me, and I was
That's
like,
true.
ugh.
Yeah, that's
You know,
But you
as
know
a
what you could
business
do?
owner, you're looking at that bottom line. You're like,
But you know what you could do? Instead of you trying to motivate her to do something better, because sometimes people don't see what you see. You should promote her. Give her a different role in the business. Like I said, like if you are going to hire somebody, almost leave it up to her to be like, you know what? I did as far as speak to this person. I think she's cool. What do you think? If you think that she shouldn't be here, then we're not going to do it. If you give her a role, she's going to feel like a different person. She's going to be like, oh, shit, I have something in here that I can stand for. Now she's going to take care of your business even more. Now she's going to be looking for people.
right.
You know what I mean? So give her a role in the
That
business.
makes sense. That
Yeah.
definitely makes sense.
Empower
I've been
her.
trying to get my youngest daughter 16. We're trying to get her to come in, but she's like, nah, I don't want to do that.
and
I
that's
don't want to
fair, right?
Now all the kids are going to want to.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
fair.
You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
I'm sure all the kids that you don't want to work in the shop. I'm sure some do.
I don't
some
want all the
don't.
kids working in the shop.
This shit gonna
Like
be
I'm
crazy.
already home
It's
with
gonna be like
you.
Chuck E. Cheese in there, bro. We can't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
So if that's the case, like I had this conversation. Let's jump in really quick about generational wealth, right? You know, they talk about that, how we should build.
Right, of course.
But then if you think about it, like you build and then your kids, you die, they sell. So then you did all this, you built all this to.
And
So the goal
is to work
build
for your
something-
grandchildren.
to build something that outlasts you, right? Because like which is why we want to go into opening businesses with our staff.
Yes.
Is to
okay.
be able to leave that legacy
Generational
running,
wealth.
regardless of whether our children want
A way
to do
where
it or
our
not.
Oh,
kids
they want
won't
to
fuck
get
it
into
up.
the business and stuff. Okay, that
Because the
makes-
shit
You
is,
know what I
we're
mean?
doing all the hard work, and then our kids
Fuck
is
it
getting,
up.
and no, they're getting to enjoy like the hard work, right? Like, put it for example, if my dad would have done what I'm doing now, I would have been just chilling and relaxing. we work for our grandchildren, not
Yeah.
for our kids.
Yeah.
Our kids could fuck up our business. So we work and we push until we see our grandchildren and be like, yo, this is what we develop. We're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, on the world, my son gets this. I know who my son is. He's gonna waste the shit out the money. You know what I mean? So generational wealth. So now we're learning through Jose.
Shout out the credit dude.
Shout out the credit dude. He told us about opening life insurance, having our kids open up life insurance on us. And then our kids will pay those life insurance. So we have our own life insurance and our kids have life insurance on us. So as that happens, they all get paid. And then when they have kids, they do the same thing.
Right.
And then you keep the generational wealth
Guaranteed.
going. That's guaranteed. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because you're going to die regardless.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
die, and it's something that we all talk about, right?
You can
We
take
need to
out
talk about,
multiple insurance policies. They're not expensive.
right?
You can take them,
You
multiple.
can take out multiple insurance
Listen,
policies.
I'm big on insurance policies because
yep.
I tell people, listen, don't ever put up a GoFundMe for my death because I spend that on dinner.
You should have been ready.
Easy.
You should have been
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
for
yeah.
what you like.
Yeah.
Be ready.
You shouldn't leave your kids' debt. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. I'm a big advocate for that.
Now you got to
Yeah.
pay fucking.
Not that I'm not against. Listen, people do what they choose to do, what they
Yeah.
want to do,
Right,
but
right.
don't ever do that for me because it's going to be set up where as though
You'll be
I have
fine.
life insurance.
You're already done. You're
This
set
is
up.
where I want it to be. This is where it's going to be if anything ever
Right.
happened. Bury me
That's
at this
it.
spot.
Yeah.
That's that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
We've had a great episode so far. We're already half hour in. We're gonna head into the halftime break. We'll be right back.
Halftime. I can't get that damn song. Every time you say halftime, bro.